There's this like feeling lost energy lately where nobody really knows what to do, where to go, what the next move is. It's been very weighted lately. We've been very like stuck, and now we're feeling unstuck but directionless. We need to know what to do about that. So we're gonna do that today with these animal guides who are here to help us. I'm just finding who we need because there's been 3 animals who've been coming up very specifically. As my grandma would say, pacifically. I miss her. 3 animals down here whose energy has just been lately, and we're going to do a pick a card reading with them. The 3 animals are card number 1, the deer. Card number 2 is the spider. Please don't freak out, okay? Card number 3, the stingray. Now is the time to choose. Card number 1, the deer. Card number 2, the spider. Or card number 3, the stingray. Choose your animal now. In the bottom of the video, there will be timestamps for you to select your card, as well as in the description. Okay, great. Yes, that is enough jibber jabber. Choose your animal and card now, and I will see you at your reading. Hello, card number 1, the deer. Welcome to your reading. If you're feeling a little lost, we are here to help you. The deer is here to help you. I'm here to give you the message that they have. I'm an interpreter. I'm a messenger, nothing more. So I'm going to pull some tarot cards. All the decks I use will be linked in the description below. Before we really dive in, I do want to let you know that if you see an animal, any animal, and you have an encounter and you kind of feel like it was some kind of sign or omen or really meant something for you, but you're not sure what that is, I'm now offering animal messenger readings. They're phone psychic reading. Link in the description below if you want a one-on-one with that of you and your animal, and we can talk about what happened, and I can help you get to the messages that they have for you. So that is now offered in the description below. Here we go. Feeling lost. Let's see what's going on with you. What message does the deer have for my friends here? What message does the deer have for them? What does the deer need them to know? Deer needs you to know about being lost. What does the deer need us to know about being lost? The deer, oh, there's hope. Okay, that is actually super great. Okay, so first of all, without even getting into the symbolism of the deer, like you've got this like starburst kind of behind the deer here, and then we get the star card. It's just like this inner light is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing just how this like sort of, it's not even a beacon or this big like towering column of sunshine or anything like that. It's like this slow but radiant glow. Congratulations on your slow but radiant glow. Okay, so let's dive into a little bit about what that can mean for us. Okay, so the star is the ultimate card of hope. It is the ultimate light at the end of the tunnel. It means keep going. It means it's not all for naught. What you are doing is worth it, and what you're kind of sludging through and working for is worth it. And that there's hope for something better coming out of this. And I think that that's what you definitely need, because there's also a trusting your instinct kind of vibe that I'm getting. Deer energy is very instinctual. The deer can teach us a lot about our instincts. And I always like to say, deer knows when to run and when to freeze, or when to kick with its front legs and get them with their antlers. You know, like deer knows. Deer's not going to really choose poorly in that instant, in that situation. And so it's important for you to trust your own instincts in that way. And I think that the last little while, just energetically, and the way we've kind of all just kind of taken a beating one way or another, for several reasons. I mean, everybody differently on their own journey and whatever, but like we've all kind of just been going through it. And I think that we lose our sense of trust in ourselves when that happens. Like we don't know what decisions we've made are right, and like how we got ourselves here, and like we just chose poorly and all those things. And deer is definitely here to say, with the star, is here to say that you can trust your instincts and you can trust the hope that is in front of you, because like hope is scary. I will give you that. Hope can be really scary. And so, you know, you just don't want to get your heart broken. You don't want to have your hopes dashed. You don't want the rug to be pulled out from under you, right? Hold on, I'm dealing with a cord situation. Okay, sorry. So I think that it's time to understand that you can trust yourself and you can trust the hope, because the hope is real. It's not like untrustworthy. It's not a false hope. This is a real hope, and this is like something that really like is real for you, and you can trust that. You can trust that the new and exciting things, are real. What is in store? I want to ask. What new hope is in store for them? What do they need to know about what they're hoping for? Because they're afraid to hope. What do they need to know? You've been working very, very hard. It feels very, very never ending, and you don't know if it's going to be worth it. Oops, there you go. So we've got the Seven of Wands and the Moon. The Seven of Wands is here to say it's just, it's a lot of personal work. It is a lot of personal power work. It is a lot of personal development work. It is a lot of like boundary setting, and it's just like, it's growth. It's been a lot of growth, and it's like we're really tired of like needing to grow. It's like, can I just like sit and fester for a little while and enjoy the growth I've achieved, instead of having to just continually keep growing and growing and growing, and like working through these challenges so that I can grow. And it's like, yes, you can. You can, right here with the star. And then the Moon is saying that like it's hard because you don't know exactly where you're gonna land with this, where all of this growth is going to take you. Like, you don't know what the end game is on this. You're just kind of like growing and working and trying real hard and hoping for the best, and like, but it's hard to do that when you don't know what the end is going to look like, and you don't know who you're going to be at the end of it. And the Moon is here to say that you don't know who you're going to be at the end of it, but it's going to be something beautiful. The Moon is never not beautiful. Okay. And it's fairly like oh, see, this is so interesting. I'm seeing, but okay. One thing at a time. Okay. So it's a bigger life thing. Like, you're making small changes and efforts, but they have equated into something big, but it has felt never ending, because you're doing all these little things all the time. And it's like, you're just like, can I just like maybe stop and enjoy who I've become? And yes, you can, and you will. But what's also interesting is that glow I was talking about, because we've got it here with the deer, we've got it here with the star, but we've also got it in this Seven of Wands here, just the sun shining, and then the big giant gorgeous full moon right here. So like, and like all these people are a part of it. Like, do you see that? How it's like everyone in the card is like immersed in it. You know, the girl with the star is surrounded by them, and like the Seven of Wands is actually John Henry, is who's depicted in the Seven of Wands here. And he's like, John Henry? Is that right? That's right. Yeah. He's hammering, you know, but he's charged up by the sun just beating down and like energizing him. And he's like, it's like he's literally like pulling this energy and life force out of the sun to hammer down these crazy spikes, you know. And then the Moon, where she's just really in it right there, you know what I mean? Like, she's like a part of it, of the whole scene. And there's also the reflection of the Moon, which is like, there's gonna be a lot of learning, and you're already going through a lot of learning, so I know that's a frustrating thing to hear, but like, none of this is telling me that like it's not going to be worth it. And all of this is telling me that all these little stupid things you've been hacking at, and like the big things you've been chipping away at that is slow but feels like you're never going to get there, you're going to get there. You just have to trust, because you don't get to know what the end result is going to look like, but it will be beautiful. And it will be, you know, king of the forest, because in the movie Bambi, who's the king of the forest? It's not the opossums. No. It's not friend owl, wise up in the trees, yelling at everyone being in love. No. It's the deer. The deer are the king of the forest. They are the rulers. They are the watchers and nobility of the forest, which is what is in store for you, is that noble, very beautiful and peaceful ruling energy is what's in store for you. But you need to trust, because you're not going to know what that's going to look like for you specifically until you're there. And then you'll know, and it's going to be beautiful. But all of this is worth it. Okay, please trust in the hope. All right, that's what all of this is saying, is to trust in the hope that you are going to achieve that thing that you're really working for, and that you're going to achieve the person you're trying to become. More specifically, you're really working on that, and it's going to be totally worth it. Please trust your instincts, and please trust in this hope, because it's very real. This isn't going to get taken away from you. Okay, so if you made it this far into your reading, please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. My name is Kim, and I'm a psychic and animal mystic. Again, if you want to book a one-on-one reading, links are in the description below. Thank you so much for being here, and please remember that we are all going to be okay. Bye. Hello, card number 2, the spider. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to your reading. Let's help you with some direction and a little bit of what you need to know going forward with all this new energy and the spider that is here. Yeah, that's all. I will be using tarot cards. I'm going to use some tarot cards to pull for the message that spider has for you, as well as work in the spider symbolism and how it relates to what we're talking about, because it is spider's message. The decks I am using will be linked in the description below if you would like to pick up a deck for yourself. That's enough. Let's get into it. Okay. All right. What message does the spider have for them? What message do you have for them about being lost? What direction do they need from you? My spider friend. I think that's where we're going to start with. Ahaha! Queen of Cups. That's interesting. So much nurturing. Oh, the home. I'm instantly getting because when a spider weaves a web, the spider takes great care. It is a planned web. It's not just like, oh, I'll put this here, I'll put this here, I'll put this here, we'll see how it goes. Okay, yeah. No. A spider is taking care with that. Spider is building and constructing and engineering. And spider is saying, I need this here so that this piece can go here so that I can capture what I need to survive and to thrive. And so there's a lot of nurturing of the web, because when something's caught in it, spider's not like, cool, I'll go get that when I'm done watching Great British Bake Off. No, spider's like, all right, I'm on it. Spider's tidying it up. It's wrapping it up. It's getting ready to consume their prey in that respect. And so spider is constantly watching. She's constantly nurturing. The word is nurturing. I'm getting just curating and nurturing. And I think that I should have done vocal warm-ups. I always say that. I think the direction that you need from a spider is to nurture your surroundings a little more. And I don't mean clean your house. It's not the Queen of Coins, okay? It's more of nurturing who you're working with and your relationships and your family, and just nurturing what you need to be the best. So I hate to be like, this is a moment of self-care, but like, it is. Okay, this is like, you need to really be nurturing, but it's more than self-care. It's not like take a bubble bath. It's not like you need a break, you need a vacation. This is like, you need to take care of what you're feeling, and you need to take care of your spirituality and how you're growing and what you've been through, and you need to nurture yourself. And that's like the web, that's like the surroundings I'm talking about, which didn't sound like it earlier, but we got there. So it's like your web of feelings and emotions and thoughts and how you're reacting to things, and all these things create the web of who you are. And you really need to be nurturing the parts of this web that are your very personal feelings and spirituality. So the things you believe, your values, what you love, what you are against, those kinds of things. You need to be paying attention to those and really taking care of those, because I feel like I'm getting this message of you're sort of letting that float instead of like the thing that you want, the enlightenment that you're after, the growth that you're after, the person you're becoming who you want to become, like this goal that you kind of have for yourself. And it's not a really big like life goal. It's just like little it's like small changes that you want to make, that you know you need to make, that you're just letting float in the wind instead of capturing them in your web and making them a part of your life. Okay, so you need to do the work on your heart so that you are ready for these things so you can snatch them when they come up. I hope that makes sense. Spiders also very creative. The first thing we think about when you get into animal symbolism is spider is creation, like creating. So very artistic, and like your hobbies and just art, spirit, hair. Maybe it's a web, who knows? But creation in general. So if there's something you need to get back to, it's time to get back to it. Spider's here to say, and also, that's part of taking care of you, like working your feelings out through creation and nurturing what you like to create. Absolutely. So if the thing that you need to take care of to get ready for your next step and your next kind of like development, growth step you follow, to get ready for that next thing, you need to really be looking at what creation you need to nurture and the feelings you need to nurture, and really be taking care of yourselves, but also to be nurturing that creative side of you, because it's either being neglected or it was a new idea and you need to come back to that. It was never started. Okay, so start that creative thing that you've been wanting to do, or get back to that creative thing that you enjoy doing. Okay, what's in store for them when they nurture this creative side and they take care of, oh yes, absolutely, the happy family card. I call the 10 of Cups the happy family card. So like the Queen of Cups, just these two just go together so beautifully in this reading. And so it's really going to, when you start to nurture your creativity and nurture your feelings and your true feelings are not weakness. Okay, let me just like, a lot of times I get in a reading, like, just the thing that you need to hear is that having big feelings is not a weakness, it is a strength. And it doesn't feel that way, which is why I need to tell you that. So if you are someone who experiences a lot of big feelings, you feel you're emotional, good. Like, that is such a powerhouse. And that's what the 10 of Cups is here to say, is that you nurturing those emotions and seeing to your emotional needs and taking care of that, and seeing to your creative needs and expressing yourself, which is going to help with the emotional side. Doing all of that is going to lead you to that big, beautiful happiness that you've really been missing. I was gonna say looking for, but they gave me the word missing instead. So it's like you had it and you miss it. Things have changed and you miss that, or you didn't have it and you feel like it is missing from your life. There's a big happiness, and it is with everyone. It's not just yours, like it's one that everyone is going to celebrate and enjoy and be really happy about. And so there's a really big happiness at the end of the line for you here. Not at the end of the line, it's like the happy family feelings that you've been wanting. We're a happy family. Those are going to start falling into place, because it's not going to be one big thing. It's not like you're going to be like suddenly, life-changing day, now we're all a big happy family. It's more like you're going to start nurturing and taking care of your emotions and taking care of your creativity. And then the things that are going to give you the feelings that you want are going to happen. Like the happy feeling you want is going to start falling into place more and more and more. And you'll notice that you're feeling happier and more joyful and more loving and loved when you take care of when you nurture your emotions and your creativity. Like, these things are going to just, one by one, they're going to just land right in front of you, and you're going to be, and it's going to take you a little while to notice. You're going to be like, oh, that was nice. Oh, that was nice. Oh, that was nice. And then you're going to catch yourself one day and you're going to be like, wait, it's been a lot of nice. It's been a lot of happy. It's been a lot of love. And you'll see how you opened yourself up to this, and you made yourself ready for this happiness and this love that is so coming for you. It is so, and it's not even that far away. You'll start noticing it pretty soon when you start actually taking care of your emotional needs and start leaning into your creativity. I think Spider is definitely here to be like your web that makes up part of you, and the emotional part of your web that you've been neglecting. Your external web of people is going to is going to benefit from you taking care of yourself in this way. I hope that makes sense. And I hope this reading gave you some light and some joy and some knowledge that there's really big happiness for you. It's really, really big. And it's like, I can feel it. It's like, it's warm, but it's also like electric and like little sparky happy, just little sparks of happiness is what I'm getting. And it's beautiful. So hang on to that, and know that when you start taking care of yourself, you'll start seeing these things will start appearing. These things will start aligning right with you and land right in front of you, and then they'll just start happening more and more and more and bigger and bigger and bigger ways. So that's what's coming for you. If you made it this far into your reading, please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. My name is Kim, and I'm a psychic and animal mystic. If you want a personal reading, links are in the description below. Take what connects, leave the rest, and please remember that we are all going to be okay. Hello, card number 3, the Stingray. Welcome to your reading. We are here today to pull some tarot cards and see what message the Stingray has for you. We'll pull some Stingray symbolism into that as well, so that it all makes sense and so that you know what's going on in your life. So let's see what Stingray has to say to you. All the decks will be linked in the description below in case you want to pick them up for yourself. Here we go. What message does the Stingray have for you? How can Stingray help you find direction? What direction do you need? What direction do they need from the Stingray? A lot of the Seven of Wands energy lately. It's interesting. It came up earlier today too. So a lot of never-ending worky feelings. Oh, focus. I'm immediately getting the word focus, which makes a lot of sense because Stingray often symbolizes focus. Because unlike manta ray, and this is always my comparison with Stingray and rays and their energy, Stingray goes to the bottom. And not a bottom feeder, to be clear. But Stingray is on the bottom, focusing in, figuring out its prey. How am I going to get this? What's going to happen? I'm going to wait. I'm going to be strategic. I'm gonna get it. Where manta ray is flying, I am beautiful, and I flow through the water like a ginormous butterfly, and everyone admire me, I'm lovely. There's a time and a place for that energy, but your energy is Stingray, and your energy is your message is you need to zone in. You need to focus. There's been a lot. Okay, I can like see it in my mind. I can see like all these little light beams everywhere of like what you're dealing with. Like a firework that exploded. And it's like you need to be the rocket that shoots off and then explodes into the beautiful firework. It's kind of like you are looking at all of the fireworky beautiful things around you, and you're like that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. When it's like you need to be the one thing that becomes this glorious thing. Okay, not surrounded by all these So it's almost like you have a lot of projects you want to do. You have a lot of like development things you want to work on. There's a lot like on your plate with life stuff. There's just a lot of things going on, and you need to really find some focus. I'm not saying ignore everything else, because we can't do that in life. You know, we're parents, we're employees, we're trying to keep ourselves alive, so we can't just ignore everything. But there's things, you're splitting your focus in too many places. So it's like you need to find ways to delegate some things maybe, or you need to choose one project that you're after and pick that for a little while and just zone in and devote the focus you have to one thing, not to all kinds of things. It's like you're out flying around like the manta ray instead of swimming around. Although manta rays do also jump out of the water. It's insane. But you're almost like, woohoo, man, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, when it's like you need to do that. No ands. That one. Okay, I hope like that is making sense to you. Let's see if we can kind of where do they need to put this focus? What is there? What do they need to focus on? Where does their focus need to be? Because you're working very hard. It's not that you're in a state of, I have too many projects and too many things and too many life things, so I'm just not going to do any of it. That's not the vibe I'm getting. I'm getting that you're trying to do all of these things. What's the thing that they need to, where do they need to put their focus? Where does the focus need to be? That one. Ooh, interesting. So we drew the Fool, which tells me not to focus. But no, the Fool it's the new thing. There's a new thing. What is the new thing in your life that you have added? Like what have you recently added that's very exciting? And it's not like a scary thing necessarily. But whatever the new responsibility or the new project or the new and exciting thing that's right in front of you, pay attention to that. That may be where the focus needs to be, instead of on all these other abandoned projects or on the things that you're just spinning your wheels on that aren't having a lot of progress. The thing that we're gonna need to pull one more, because like we need what new and exciting thing do they need to put their focus on? Okay, so the Empress, something with some feminine, ultimate feminine energy, right? Like it's like there's like the queens that are the feminine of this thing and of this thing and of this thing, where she's like the queen of everything. So literally, right? And that queen energy is nurturing and caring, but also it does not come without that mama bear fire. Okay, it does not come without, like it comes with a protectiveness. Okay, and it's not this out loud with the sword rah, protection that would come from like the more masculine energy. This is the everyday keeping people safe protection, especially like emotionally and things like that, and making sure everybody has what they need. So the new and exciting thing for you is something that is very feminine energy, and I hesitate to use that word because it's been very diluted and it doesn't mean what it sounds like. It doesn't mean, like it means something else, which it isn't. Focus on being a good mother. I mean, that's great advice, but like this isn't make your kids the only focus in your life. This isn't make your home and family the only focus in your life. It's more like make the thing that makes you feel like you can be loving. Because we can like force loving, right? Especially as a mom. Like I know what it feels like to be like, I'm self-sacrificing, I'm kind of a martyr, but my kid needs it, so here we go, and I love them, so I'm gonna do it. That is love, But this is a love that makes you want to let people know you love them, if that makes sense. You want people to feel loved by you and chosen by you. You want people to feel like you chose them. That is the energy I'm talking about and it's not even all for other people, because like that's where like the feminine thing kind of like gets distorted in my brain, because it's like it's so much about taking care of everybody else, and that's not exactly what I mean here. The new and exciting thing that you need to be focusing on is, I'm waiting for them to put it in the right order. The new and exciting thing you need to be focusing on is that really what you want me to say? That's really the ultimate ruler. That is the phrase they gave to me to tell you that your new and exciting focus, the new and exciting thing you need to turn your focus to, is being the ultimate ruler. And I think that the ultimate ruler of your life. Thank you. You could have finished that earlier and it wouldn't have sounded as like dictatorship. But so okay, it makes more sense now. All right, so like the ultimate ruler of yourself, it's like the empress of yourself and your life and your own power and emotions and what you can do and all these things. Like that's where you need to put your focus. You've recently had something, I'm gonna venture to say that these are very sunny also. Do you see that? Which is interesting. But we also have, just as a side note, we have two like oceany moments here and two very the sun moments here. We're gonna get to that. But the new and exciting thing, I'm gonna venture to say that like something has recently alerted you to your either lack of control in your life, like you feel like you don't have a say in your life. Something has recently kind of made you feel that way, or something has happened in your life that made you feel like you had a say or control for the first time. You said, hey, I actually get a say in this. I actually have an effect on this. I actually get to decide this. So either you've been feeling like you don't have that at all, or something new has come that gave you a taste of that. And that's where your focus needs to be, is that thing that makes you feel that way. The thing that makes you feel like you don't have a say. If you're feeling like you don't have any control or any say over what happens in your life whatsoever, turn your focus into what makes you feel like you do. And if you don't know what that is, you need to start looking. Okay, you need to start exploring, which the Fool here is saying exploring. The stingray is the ocean. So much exploration, the entire ocean. Okay, you have the entire ocean to explore, and that is available to you, and that is, you know, the entire power of the ocean over your life is what I'm saying. And so you need to and that's where the work comes in. So like your focus, right? Because it's gonna be some work. It's not like all peaches and cream, right? Especially if you don't know what it is that makes you feel like you have power. So you need to either explore and find where you have power and start using that so that you find you have more power and more power and more power, and you actually have a say over your entire life. Or you need to chase that thing that made you feel that way. If you already identified one of that recently, and you need to chase that feeling. We got there. Okay, so Stingray is here to say, focus on the new and exciting thing that makes you feel like you have power, or go find that thing that makes you feel like you have power. And we were going to come back to, oh yes, so I was going to come back to like enlightening, because like we have these suns here, right, like coming out. And I think that, and like the mermaid here, she's out in the sun, out of the sea, right? Like Stingray can't really do this, go and drop and die, and that's going to be real sad. And so we definitely have a bridge here between water and fire. Like I'm seeing it, because we also have the wands here, right? That's a representation of fire. And so I am really feeling this stepping out of the depths and into the sun moment for you, because that feeling of I don't have control over my life, I don't have a say in my life. I'm running out of space. We got to wrap it up. Cool, we're still going. Scare me. Okay. But that feeling of, I don't have a say. I'm just a puppet. I am just a product of whatever happens to me. That's not true. And so it's time for you to step out of that deep, dark place and come into the sun and see that you do have personal power and you do have say. And it's the ultimate power. Okay, it's the ultimate power. So turn your focus on the things that make you feel like you have power and that you have a say over your life. Like that's what you need to be doing right now. That's what's going to get you unlost. I hope this was helpful. If you made it this far into your reading, please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. My name is Kim and I am a psychic and animal mystic. If you want a personal reading, links are in the description below. Take what connects, leave the rest, and until we meet again, remember that we're all going to be okay.